Hey Danny, so let's talk about these two guitars, the Les Paul and the PRS DGT. So for me the Les Paul is absolutely iconic, of course. It is up there with the top 2 or 3 most iconic guitars in the world, with the Strat and the Telecaster. And it's been that way for eons. PRS came to the table in the 80s basically, and their ethos was, I think, and I am a total PRS geek, so I have got the books, I've read everything, seen all the videos. And what they've done here, they've taken the materials of the Les Paul, but they've given it the aesthetic, if you like, of a Stratocaster in its double cutaway. But it and the way it plays, this neck angle and the body angle here makes it play very differently to this neck angle and body, which is basically flat, which basically makes this play like, ergonomically it plays like a Strat. It hangs more like a Strat, plays way more like a Strat. Obviously this gives it the bounce of a Strat, and with the coil taps you can get, you know, the sounds of a Strat, if you like. And that is never going to sound like this because it's a totally different shape and it doesn't have the mass of this. The neck's constructed differently as well, but you can get close. So let's go through some basic sounds. So I haven't even tuned these guitars, so hopefully it's a big sound, yeah. Still some nice high end there. How you like, so you can have a bit more treble coming out if you like it. Okay, let's do some clean tones with this. I've got all the volumes and tones and everything up full. Less body to the sound, a lot more high end. These pickups are not they're not wax coils. You've got a lovely open so they sound totally different off the bat, as you can tell. So let's add a bit of gain. This is the Lagrange. Give you a little bit more volume. And we'll play the same kind of rock riff. I'll loop it and play over it. So we'll loop something similar to that. Turn the ramp lower. Boost that. Right, let's play exactly the same thing on the Les Paul. Well, sort of. Obviously just making all this up. Ding. That's 3. Okay, same kind of thing. Right, let's loop. Okay, so as you can see, they're very different guitars. They sound very, very different, but you can get kind of close to this if you roll the tone off a bit. There's so much more high end and presence, and there's body in that as well. So if you want to get close to that Gibson-ish sound, right, roll the tone off slightly, turn the loop off. Let's see, roll that back up. There's a lot more high end and articulation there, and the high end sounds totally different. Let's play a familiar. Let's turn everything back on. Let's play something familiar. So there you go, definitive. They sound very different. You can get this to sound close to that, say if you roll the tone off, but this has got a totally different high end to it. Even if you put these pickups in here, it's going to sound totally different because it's a different shape and it's a different mass. And if you know anything from physics, this is a system and everything basically affects the tone. Sometimes in such a minuscule, minute way, obviously you'll never notice it, but it's a system, everything vibrates and ultimately these pick up the vibrations. So, you know, it's never ever going to be that because it isn't that. What a PRS is a perfect blend between, well, depending on which PRS you get, a Strat and a Les Paul. and this is more in the Gibson territory. You can get way more in the Gibson territory with a 594 single cut with a stop tail. But all of those I've played are so much lighter than this is 9.4 pounds. They're at least a pound lighter than that, and they sound different and resonate differently because of that. So I'm gonna have both. so they are so different. They are worth getting both. So they're both very expensive guitars. This now is one of these now is like 3,800, 3,900 pounds. It's like £4,000 basically, and this is 2,000 and whatever. So half the price nearly. Would a custom shop Les Paul compete with that in the high end? I don't know. Maybe you prefer that, maybe you prefer that. They're totally different. So, you know, as I say, you've got to have both. And I love them both, so, and I'll be playing both today.